Do you ever struggle internally with whether or not you said the right thing? On September 8th, Mercury in Libra is going to come into an opposition with Chiron. Now we know that Mercury is the planet of communication and media and being able to process information. Meanwhile, Chiron, we often know Chiron as our point of wounding. Chiron really just represents our humanness, our mortality, our blind spots, our pitfalls, the reality of being human and not being picture perfect, angelic. Well, sometimes we're angelic, right? But Chiron is really just that experience of being human. So I also like to think of Chiron, though, as a divinely gifted outcast, because Chiron really didn't fit in with his species of origin and really had to trailblaze and find his own path as a savant, as basically a Renaissance healer. You know, Chiron was a master of the arts, of music, of alchemy, of herbalism, of astrology, astronomy, and hey, why not throw fighting in there too, like the art of battle. So Chiron became very accomplished and extremely cultivated and revered as this master of so many things. And so that's one of the gifts of Chiron. That's one of the medicines of Chiron, is being able to lean into the things that make us unique and really being able to just push and align with the things that make us special despite what other people think. And that's really just a core reminder of what's going on while Chiron is in Aries. But if we think about, when I think about this opposition, I really think about this idea that's going on right now around what's triggering for me may not be triggering for you, or what's triggering for someone else, it may not be triggering for me. And it's really tough to navigate. I think about that all the time when I'm posting on social media, or even when I'm creating content here. I think about that all the time. Like, might this be upsetting to someone? And trying to be as conscientious of that as possible, while also not taking away from the potency of my own experience and being able to draw from the potency of my own very real lived experience. And I think Chiron opposite Mercury, or however you want to switch it around, might really emphasize that, around how Mercury in Libra, this conscientiousness about other people and wanting to be mindful of other people. And that is a gift. Like, that is a really beautiful thing to be able to do, to be able to be conscientious of the impact of your own language and how something might be received differently for somebody else. I think that's a really beautiful, socially conscientious and heart-centered way to be mindful. And at the same time, Chiron in Aries highlights the Aries polarity of, well, this is me. This is my immediate experience, and and this is my truth. And whether you like it or not, it's kind of like unfiltered and raw in that way. And so I think there's definitely value, and that's what the opposition really asks us to do, is can we find a way to meet it in the middle? Can we find a way to be authentic while also acknowledging that it might not be the same for everybody else? I think Mercury in Libra is really trying to navigate that in this opposition with Chiron, of how can we navigate these sensitive times. And this is an important one. Notice what's coming up for you around this time, because while Mercury is going to make a quick pass with Chiron today, this energy does kind of get wrapped into the new moon. We may be working with it for the next 2 to 4 weeks, but at the end of the month, on September 27th, Mercury is going to station retrograde. And then on October 18th, I believe, Mercury is going to station direct in this opposition to Chiron. And we know that the direct and retrograde stations are the most powerful. So there may be something really beautiful that we're in process with around these themes of trying to understand one another, and how to hold space respectfully for the diversity of experiences, while still remaining true to our own story. Because Chiron is really about our story. Chiron is like, yeah, it's all about your story, especially in Aries. We're learning to get more confident with our story. So yeah, I think we're all going to be a little bit in process with that over the next month or so. So pay attention to what is coming up for you around this time. There might also be themes around decision making and how our decisions might affect other people and that kind of thing. So that's your little Mercury opposite Chiron astrology shot of the day, and I hope it's beautiful and alchemical and beautifully transforming for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Timing with Transits is my 11-week mentorship on the art of forecasting in astrology, and it starts this week. So there's still time to sign up. You can check out all the details on my website, and I really hope to see you there.